Morning, y'all. It's Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's about midday here in Mississippi. To me, it's cold outside. It's like 50 something. Normally I wouldn't be cold, but once again this winter I've had some weird stuff going on. Apparently my thermostat's messed up. But I wanted to tell you that today I wanted to plant my early spring vegetables, like cabbage, lettuce, some mustards, things like that. And I'm going to turn this into my garden bed. But first I need to do some cleaning out, obviously. And these bags are going to go down with some, I think that's mushroom compost. Anyway, we'll put that in there, spread it throughout there. It was just left over from last year. So I'm going to put that in here and then plant my little seeds. And I'll show you guys all of that. Yeah, so I got the bags dumped out. I'm just going to level everything out. And that's for something that climbs, but I don't have anything in this bed that climbs. You know, in the wintertime, when you don't really do a whole lot in your yard, at least we don't, it's just kind of hard to realize when you're first coming out here at the beginning of spring, which is not really spring, it's January, but all the stuff that needs to be done in your yard, like limbs and trash that's blown off from no telling where in the country, at least, because people throw stuff out all the time. Leaves, look at the amount of leaves, just stuff that needs to be done. We planted some turnips in there, and I'm wondering if some of those are starting, some of that is turnips. I guess we can see, but we'll just let them grow and see how it goes. But if so, great, because, you know, that's wonderful because, you know, I'm not planting turnips in this bed because there's not enough room for the turnip to actually grow, just the greens. We don't really eat the turnip anyway. Normally, I'll just buy the greens, but hey, I'll do turnips. That's fine with me. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to level that out. And then I'll start planting. I'm going to try to do this one-handed so you guys can see. I just break up the big clods of dirt. Just kind of even it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. Seriously. Just fairly even. Yes, I know about that, but it's not as bad as it seems. It'll still hold. Dirt is, it's almost like when you get a new bed like this. I haven't done it very often, obviously, because last year was it wasn't my first garden, because I've planted gardens here before, but it wasn't to the extent of last year. But it's always, to me, it's always like a brand new sheet of paper, you know. I might be the only one who feels that way, but it always feels so pretty and nice and clean. As clean as dirt can be. So anyway, yeah, I like it. And then knowing that soon, hopefully, I'm going to try to do better with my gardens. We will have stuff growing. And I might plant some. I'm supposed to have seeds coming in the mail soon. But I'm not sure. I think some of it is little tiny lettuce. I might save some space for, but for the most part I think it's just stuff to grow over the summer. So anyway, that's it, guys. And then I'm going to plant these seeds. I have to read on the back. Let me show you guys. If you don't know, hang on, let me take my glove off. Okay, on the back of every seed pack, just about, there will be, either on the front, it tells you about it. It tells you how to plant it and when to plant it and stuff like that. And then on some seed packs, if you can see, it's on the back, planting instructions. So, but this one was from the same place these are from. It's just a different thing, and it has it really doesn't have it on the front, or the back. And this is not the free seed from Baker Creek. This, you'll see it says free seed. That's what I got a couple times last year. But this doesn't give me instructions or anything. But You know, you can pretty much guarantee, what was it that I heard? Half the length of the seed, or half the width, however, like the long part, half of that is how deep you plant it. And I'm assuming lettuce, you just give it, I'm going to use my imagination on how big that lettuce is going to get, and then I'm going to space it that far apart. But in here, I don't need very much because we don't eat salads every day, but we're going to try to start eating better now that we're fixing to start growing more food. So that's it. Okay guys, I forgot the mushroom compost. I'll show you guys what that looks like. It kind of stinks, at least last year it did. It's kind of chunky, but so there's that. This was the bag. Baby, I need that shovel just a second. Ugh, I'm struggling with this bag. Natural and organic mushroom compost, yeah. So, there we go. You're gonna chop all those big clods of dirt right there up for me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just okay. Like a knife. And it looks like poo.
Well, it's not really, but...
It's not
go ahead.
Poo, but it is poo.
No, that's not poo. The other stuff is manure and compost.
You mean that stuff?
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, it grows the best food.
I'm not touching that.
Here, I'll do it. That way you can...
I'm going to find a snail family.
Let's get some and just throw it places. I know this isn't the best way to do things, guys, but I'm doing it one-handed, and it'll be okay. I'm just spreading what little bit of it I have around so that I have some everywhere. And this spot right here will grow great big vegetables. So, all right, we got that all in. I'm gonna mix that around. It'll break down, obviously, how soil does dry out, and it won't be such big crumbly pieces. But there we go, one-handed. That's what we got. Here, Hattie, come get yours. You can use this.
You're
welcome. Get it. It's just dirt. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna sit on my little stool from last year if I don't fall over doing it. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. It's probably wrong, but we're just gonna go after it. This is that kind of lettuce. Forellenschluss. It's a Austrian. Isn't that kind of German too? Gosh, I'm terrible at geography. Y'all can laugh if you want to. Okay. Seeds are the tiniest things. Oh my. This must be... Okay. This must be that kind of stuff you just sprinkle on top of the ground. Oh yeah, look. You sprinkle it on top of the ground, and then it just kind of... the rain beats it in. So... okay, basically, I just kind of throw the seeds in this general area. I have shims. If you don't know what that is, it's a piece of wood that's thicker on one end than it is on the other, and I'll stick it down probably back there and write what I put right here. That way, I know what it is. And basically, all I did was like kind of sprinkle the seeds out and then kind of pat it so that it goes down into the soil, but not too much because it's so tiny. And I know these seeds are small, and you kind of do that too. So that's what I'm going to do, is just I'm just going to kind of do the same thing with all the rest of these, because I think all of them are pretty small seeds. So we'll go from there. Okay, I just did the same thing with that, just kind of, and I want to plant the lettuces together, and then I'll plant the other things. I'm not going to plant a lot of any of it. I just want to see how we do. So anyway, and I didn't count the seeds. I just kind of sprinkle them throughout, because some will germinate, some won't, and then we'll just go from there. But then the next, I'll do this crisp mint, and that'll be it for the lettuces. And then I won't have room to do all this stuff, I don't think, but we'll check it out and see. All right, there's the crisp mint right around in that area. Then let's see what's next, guys. We got collards, cabbage, mustards, spinach, and kale. Let's go with kale and then the spinach. And then we can do collards and I'll wait for the mustards, collards, and cabbage because these will be our two favorites. All right, let's get to work on these. I'll show you guys how I do it. I can't really open it with one hand, so hang on. Oh, guys, these seeds are like little, can you see in there? Little round seeds. I'm so excited about that. I can actually plant them and not, like, throw them everywhere. Huh. Isn't that neat? You see them down in there? All right. Blue curled Scotch kale is what I'm doing from Baker Creek. Okay, there's that kale, those kale seeds, and they're so tiny. I'm just going to plant a few throughout right here, and then we'll see how it goes. Guys, if you didn't know what a shim was, this is a shim. There it is. It's thicker on one side than it is the other, as you can see. And I just take them, stick them in the ground, and write what it is on them. Okay, this is what they look like. I just stick them down in there like that. I'll write collards on there and then stick it down in there so I know. No, they are not going to last forever. Yes, the ink will wash off. I use a Sharpie eventually, but hopefully I will remember by then what it is that I'm growing in here. I know that's a lot of stuff to be growing in here, it seems like to me. But maybe if I grow just a few things, like if I grow just a few cabbages, that's enough for us. And I can always, grow some more later. Spinach, we don't eat a whole lot of spinach. I just wanted to see if I could grow that. Kale, we'll make kale chips. And lettuces, we'll just do salads with. We'll mix them all together and make salads. So collards we eat, but that continuously grows. So I'm not worried about that. The spinach and the kale will continuously grow. So I'm not really worried about all that. But just so you know, that's how we do it. Okay, here it is, collards. I'm going to replace this, oh goodness, with this. There you go. I'll do that all the way down. Hey guys, so this is the week that Old Shanna's coming to do our foundation. And they have to come in what is technically our formal dining area, and we're not formal dining area people, so we use it as kind of like an office and like another sitting area, play area type thing. Well, they have to come in and drill a hole, 2 foot by 2 foot hole in the middle of the floor in here, and then some in on the sides, and to put like pilings underneath to like lift it up. Last night, this was full of dishes. I took all of them out. All that down there is full of dishes. That is Jake's grandfather's army stuff. That's going in the trash. But anyway, so I got all that taken care of last night. And the only thing I had left to do in here today was take the dishes out of the bottom of the china cabinet and pull up the carpet. Everything else is off the wall, pretty much laid low, except for a few tiny things that I need to do at the last minute. And then we need to go outside, clean underneath the carport, and clean out from our back patio, which we never use. It's a mess. The dog's been back there using the bathroom, and I'm sure these people don't want to come to our house and have that on them too. So anyway, what we're doing in here now, I have ripped the carpet up. I get irritated and mad that we left this to the very last minute, and it makes me so mad, and it helps when I demo something. Like rip the carpet up. Let me show you. That's what I did. I just rolled it up, and it's so stained and it's gross, and it needs to come up anyway. But it's gonna come up from here all the way. I mean it ripped over there, but anyway, it's just a good place because from that window over will be our pantry, and I want it to be like concrete or like not carpet anyway. And this doesn't need to be carpet because it's gross carpet because it's been here since I don't know how long. But I'll give you a look at what is underneath carpet. At least my carpet. And I vacuum regularly. Fairly regularly. I vacuum regularly, and I did use that powder stuff you put on your carpet because we do have animals. And the carpet, the back of the carpet is stained. Now, they had animals before we moved in, and you could see kind of the discoloration. I don't know what color that's supposed to be, but I doubt it. Oh, wait for it. Ew. Do you see? I guess that's what color it was originally, and this is all just funk and nastiness. So, there's that. But this concrete is in good shape, actually. It just has, you hear my echo too, it just has like some paint spots from where they were building the house. And then, like, the white, this white stuff is, I think, yeah, it's like dirt underneath the carpet. But it's not as bad as I thought. Like, I thought how did red dirt get underneath there? That's what I want to know. Like, somebody didn't sweep up before they built this house, apparently, or laid the carpet. But anyway, it's not as nasty on this floor as I thought it was going to be. Just like in the foyer when I ripped that up, if y'all remember my video of me ripping that up. This is not as dirty as that was. And so, I mean, I'm okay. I mean, I'm surprised. Not okay. I'm surprised. And the tack strip, now Jake's going to have to, like, take that down. That's just the little board with the little, well, tacks that hold the carpet on. But other than that, you know, yeah, this is it. Yeah, the room is a disaster. Boxes, that's Jake's stuff right there. He's got to put back in his whatever. That's the office stuff with everything taken down and put down on there. China cabinet. There's another desk with this stuff on it. This is going to be donated. So it'll look a little bit better than that. But, yeah, the carpet will be rolled back to about that box, actually. And then it'll just be concrete floors. And then we'll start putting, we looked at some like closet stuff, like the wire things that you can put in your closet. We looked at that today at Lowe's, and it's really not that expensive. So that's what I think we're going to put in this part for the, this part right here for the pantry. That way, I mean, they had 12-foot long pieces. I don't think this room is 12 foot long. It might be. I don't know. I don't do measurements, so I don't know. But anyway, so we're just going to do what we have to do with that after this is done. Like, after they get the floor back done, like finished and filled back in and all that stuff. That's when we'll do all the rest of this. But for right now, I'm just pulling the carpet up. And then I'm going to get to work doing something else. Probably going outside and seeing if I can get all the dog poop out from around where they're going to be working. I mean, what do you say about that? What do you say about dog poop? Like, oh, what'd you do Sunday? Well, we went to church. We had to go to Lowe's. And then we came home and I shoveled dog poop. Oh, and I ripped up the carpet. Like, tomorrow, I have an eye doctor's appointment, and then I'm going to come back and probably, like, clean the house. Like, make sure everything is where it needs to be after tonight. Make sure all of it's good and done and not having to worry about, you know, anything. I know it's going to be dusty and messy when they leave, but I want it to be clean for when people come in my house. That might not make sense to a lot of people, but to most women, it's going to make perfect sense. Like, I want it to be clean when they come in here so that I know that it's not, it makes me crazy when there's a mess. Like, I'm crazy right now with this mess everywhere. I can't stand it. So, but it's causing us to do projects that needed to be done. So, no, it's just ridiculous that we waited till the weekend before to do it all. So, guys, that's what's up with us today. We don't have church tonight because pray for the family. God knows who they are. They lost their son this week in a car accident, and the funeral's at our church. So we're not having church service tonight, but we need to be in prayer for that family, and God knows who they are. So if you guys will just pray for them. But anyway, that's what's happening here, and I guess we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.